Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome to, or should I say, welcome back to the live stream of Arkham Twin Days of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy live stream. What's up, Phantom Plays? How's it going? Oh boy. I don't usually see you on premieres or live streams that much, but boy, it's good to see you again. How's it going, buddy? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. And by the way, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the entire month of October. And guess what? I am wearing pink and it makes me manly. Oh yeah, it makes me manly. Oh yeah. I mean, breast cancer awareness is a really, come on, wearing pink really helps support those who are fighting against breast cancer from women anywhere. And one of my aunts is a breast cancer survivor, if you want to know. This is why I'm wearing pink, if you want to catch my drift. So, alright, so you ready to start off of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy? Yeah, it's great. Because I now declare everybody to be defense attorneys. It's time that we defend Miles Edgeworth against Manfred von Karma. That's right. The Alliance versus Manfred von Karma. Oh yeah, by the way, Phantom Plays, welcome to the Ultimate Arkham universe. That's right, Ultimate Arkham Universe. Ultimate comics of Spider-Man and Japanese anime, plus Arkhamverse of Batman. And what do you combine? The Ultimate Arkham Universe. Plus Law and Order SVU. Oh my, so yeah. I heard Arkham, that's really... you heard Arkham, because Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is like Law and Order SVU meets Arkham, the Arkhamverse of Batman. So, yep. Most of the game series I find is Arkham, very much. In other words, people kind of get killed off really bad, and not in a good way. What's up, Kyle? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy of Arkham Twin Days. Wearing pink, and it is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Oh, by the way, you want to know something? Our new Let's Play is going to start off in Thursday, and guess what? Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, whether it's the Definitive Edition or not, whether it's on the Nintendo 3DS or the Wii U or the Switch, is going to be starting on Thursday. What's up, Princess Isabel? How's it going? Yes. Ooh, it's good to see you again. I'm glad you're out of the hospital or the doctor. Oh, wow. So yeah, Hyrule Warriors is going to be starting on Thursday. That's right. Hyrule Warriors, once when Halo 2 is finished, Hyrule Warriors will be taking that spot up. So, yep. So, you say the words like saying, "What's up?" I love it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's that special ad commercial from that dog, which is absolutely aliens in disguise, and saying, "What's up?" Oh yeah, and that other guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp is saying, "What's up?" Yeah. Okay, so yeah. All right. Are you guys ready to defend Miles Edgeworth against Manfred von Karma, because the Alliance needs you right now. This is the Ultimate Arkham universe. Any multi-crossover, DC, Marvel. Yes, any Disney characters will work. Any DC, including the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Cinematic Universe, in Japanese anime like the Shonen series and Shoujo Beat. Including those that are, you know. Alright, here we go. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Alright, Kyle. So you got a headache. If Simons or Charles the Green Dragon shows up, he'll take over. But for the time being, since you're the only mod here, keep an eye on things. Understand, Kyle? This is it. Judgment Day. Alright, Phantom Plays, but don't be gone too long. What's the big deal, Maya? Hi, LaFlash. I told you this stream started at 4. Well, I actually started at 4, a little around close to 4 o'clock. So welcome to Arkham Twin Days live stream. So here we go. Okay, just to be safe, if the stream, when I say the stream is over, I say it's over until it's over, but it's not, okay? If the stream kind of got caught off for some reason, I'll have to say part 1 and part 2, okay? Just because it will, I have no idea when will that happen. So be on the lookout. Yeah, you still got the electrocution of powerful electrons coursing around your body, something to wear around you that's something fluffy. There's Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? Oh my gosh! You thought you'd cheer him up, but you gave him an electrocution. It hasn't worn off ever since that stun gun incident by Manfred von Karma. After all, he is the hired killer. I just wanted to see how is everyone doing, but I have to go because I have to put my phone away. Okay. I see LaFlash. Once you're done, there will be a Halo 2 premiere. Starts at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. This will be looking like some hentai. Oh, really? Well, I don't allow... Well, actually, no, I don't. I mean... Oh, you okay, Princess Isabel? Getting a bit anxious? By the way, how's your brother Tackle doing? I'll be back when I'm done if the stream is still on. Okay. I wouldn't say there's like no hentai in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Well, there is there is almost nearly no hentai in Hyrule Warriors. I'll give you that, because actually suggestive themes. Yeah, some of the suggestive themes are a bit on a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, because it's Alliance teen and this game is rated T for T. I'm gonna dip. That's alright, Phantom Plays, but don't be gone too long. Good morning, Mr. Gumshoe. You captured your runaway caretaker, huh? feel pretty good. Yogi says he forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edge or that he couldn't remember his past? But it's not Yanni Yogi. It's Manfred von Karma. He doesn't deserve the title of prosecutor. He is a monster. Because of Miles's father, he hates having his perfect record being blotted, and he is complaining. He needs to grow up, for crying out loud. But instead, he just can't let it go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Now, right or very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be a wed into the silence for every little thing he says. Come on, man. Very well. Mr. von Garber, your opening statement. I'm ready as your friendly neighborhood spider cop as well. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness to the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. Sorry, tongue twister. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left the court. Okay. Let's hear what he has to say. Hope you guys listen really well and hate really hard. I had like 6 people watching and now I'm down to 3. And I'm one of the 3 people. Yeah, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motor things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands it is. Toodaloo. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You are Yanni Yogi and we are going to prove it. Is that right, everyone? I now declare everybody as defense attorney. Okay, now first it was 3 and now we're down to 2. I don't understand why anybody do not, they come to a live stream and then all of a sudden they reject it. I'm not saying I'm trying to be as popular as anyone else, which I'm not, but I do want to grow a community, you know? Is that too much to ask? Alliance members and Wingding fans from K-Wing's Let's Plays on the Nightwing 01 channel? Really, I'm not trying to be a bother. Okay, he said, oh, really? We're gonna press you on this. Hold it! I called what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Oh, no. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed.
In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. He said I wasn't running away or nothing. Did I press you on this? Hold it! Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
I sat quietly, Edgewood would be guilty in 3 minutes, so shut up! So he went to buy some food for Polly. What? Hold it! Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality fur pellets from France. And they only have them in the big meat shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. No.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that, you know.
R.C.
So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. This is not playing second to third guessing games. He said I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Hold it! You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah, seems like it, you know, dude. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
Glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
He said, I need one of those motive things and I don't got one? Hold it! How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have that anything to do with the current case?
Welcome back, Phantom Plays. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this is a serious problem with your claim.
And now I'm down to one.
What happened? What are you saying? Are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma! Mr. Right, please tell us the witness's name. It's simple. It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar.
Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DR6 incident? It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Oh no. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court?
What? Just for safe, Matt, I'm gonna save, but I'm not gonna end it. I'm just saving, okay? Saving. What? Then we'll continue on. Okay, now we're back.
This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. We have to do this now. If we can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then we got nowhere else to go. How are we going to prove it, Maya, that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Is that right, you guys? Come on. If you guys really listen close, I mean, you need to be a really good listener. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Now, why is he laughing?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I've heard my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Nani? Yuki, you snake! You burned your own fingerprints to hide up your past? What type of man is that anyway?
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No!
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened. I know everything. We know everything. Right now, we just can't prove it. But no, we can't let it end like this. We can't lose. Hi, X-Starlina. How's it going? Welcome to Arkham Twin Days live stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. How are you? Oh, and you're welcome so much for the live stream, X-Starlina. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints or some burnt acid. What to do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Well, like trains. Wait a minute, did you just say parrot? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Phoenix! Cross-examine the parrot! I don't care what what kind of trial record is, but this is the Ultimate Arkham universe. Cross-examine the parrot. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? Yes! His parrot is the clue! That's right. We're gonna do something ridiculous and insane that this Ultimate Arkham universe really has. Crossing-examining the parrot. Molly wants a cracker. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. We would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Order! Would anybody like the caterpillar wants a cracker with french fries and dessert? Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even to ask? This is a farce. I object! Objection! Wrong! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. We all did. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
Really? I think he really likes to ask for this.
Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Trust us, Maya. I think this is a big clue.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
We're doing it. I don't care how crazy you are, but this is everyone's Ultimate Arkham universe. And we will do it as a family. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's our very last chance.
At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring on the parrot. Hello, hello. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name? The witness is ignoring me. I don't like this parrot. I refuse to take it to my home. It must hurt. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Well, witness. Remind me not to get any parrots if I ever buy one, because it's the sadness for me. So I'm gonna go papaya myself if I ever see one. Oh, Your Honor, please, testify for us. Oh my God. Who is Your Honor? Oh, let me see if I get this right. Hello! Hello! That's one way to cross-examine. Certainly the most concise testimony with that so far. Anyway, I'll begin your cross-examination, even if it's like the little bit of the, I don't know. Does everyone in the live stream think that's a good way to cross-examine a pair of your defensive lawyers as the alliance? I mean, even if you're a wingding fans of Kidwing's Let's Plays and the online channel, I don't know how to say this, because I don't know how I feel about this, because I'm the judge and this is just creepy and awkward and in a funny way, so thank you very much. Right. I don't know. What do we do, Mike? Can I ask Polly what's a cracker? Who is your owner? Let's go! Hello! Hello! Hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Just trust us. What's the safe? Wait a minute. What's the safe number? Maybe you'll get her to say the number of that safe. Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay, please? 1, 2, 2, 8. 1, 2, 2, 8. Oh, what a reckless parrot! Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. That's why I had her to say. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
1128, huh? Let's see. Okay, what could possibly link the number to the caretaker's true identity? I can't, hold on a second. Oh, okay, so those are the only ones we gotten so far. That's Robert's autopsy report, the lake photo, Misty Faye written on the back. An old photograph, DL6 incident, Exhibit A is written on the back. Then overhead map of Gourd Lake. Wait a minute. Check this. Bingo! That's the one. 1228 2001. That is. That one right in front of our faces. Bingo.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright,
Where in this file is something related to that? Where in this file is something related to that safe number? I'm gonna say the suspect. Let's see. Where in this file something related to that safe number? I think it was at suspect data. I can't remember. Let's try this. It's on the suspect data page. That's not right. This file is from a case, Virginia. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to try that again. Let's see. I was on the right track and gotta tell her that safe number. Let's see. We know this kind of worked. It actually does, you know. Sure, we'll show you proof once more. The case summary. Oh, that's the one. No wonder I got the name. That case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. So, the first shockwave before the shattered dimension, because the Ultimate Arkham universe is my real home. The shattered dimension is the Ultimate Arkham universe. And that is where everybody stepped in, including you guys.
The date on the incident, December 28th.
Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see it suddenly is an interesting coincidence. People often don't set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number at 0001 because I'm number 1.
Really, you imbecile?
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
Indeed. Although it is a little weak for that evidence in a murder trial, we will need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Right.
Very well, witness, you may continue.
I think we're going to have to press on Polly one more time. Okay. Okay. The safe number is that one. Let's see. Let's say, what's your name? I can't tell. Let's go with what's your name. Maybe we should get her to say her name. That's not right. I think we established this pirate's name as Polly. Of course. Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name to Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Let's see. Caretaker's identity. That's the check. No. Too bad it doesn't let me present photos. I mean, really? The proof that the parrot's name, the boat shop caretaker. Why would it tell us about, why would it say the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity is Yanni Yogi? But it doesn't give us the name. Oh my gosh. DL6 bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bear clear ballistic markings. I'm not saying this is confusing, but oh my goodness. Answers to the name. No, I don't want to say the parrot. Why would I say the proof of the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Why would it say not Yanni Yogi? That's Misty Faye's photo. I know I'm gonna regret this, but let's check. That's the case summary. That's the DL6 incident photo. That is not Robert Hammond. That's Gregory Edgeworth. I know I'm gonna play Dumbsville, but okay. Nope. Wrong again. Wrong again. Oh my gosh. So we tied one part of the testimony. Now we need to make 2 to 3 more ties. Have we forgotten something? Let's try that one. Don't forget DL6! Don't forget DL6! Ooh, if I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Come on, Polly. Say it with us. I know the Alliance is desperate to see you. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, great. It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karman expected this. He couldn't have restrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we ask if we've forgotten anything? So... welcome back, eating LaFlash. So, if we gotta try to establish, since we absolutely established that name, we gotta find a way to prove to proving that name. Let's see. Okay, it's not the parrot. Either the DL6 incident or the DL6 case file or this photo, which I have no idea. Let's try the photo, but if not, something else. Nope, that is not it. That's not the one. Ah, come on, man. Okay, saving time just for safekeeping. I always want to save. It's better for me, you know? Okay. And we are good to go. Let's do it. Oh, boy. We need to... So it's not the photo up close. It's not the parrot. So it's got to be something else. It's got to be someone else. I mean, I wish you could flip pages or something like... Man. Ah, profiles. No wonder I couldn't... Yeah. I'm not going to be here for long. I'm going to a doctor's appointment. I understand. It's not the bullet. Oh boy, I'm getting we're getting a little angsty. Oh my gosh. Let's try that DL6 case file again.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. What in this file is the information connected to the parent's name? Oh, let's check out the court record. Case summary. That one, the case summary. Oh, come on, like there is no other way. Now, why would it show something else? DL6, elevator district house, air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Victim data, Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney. Suspect data. Bingo! There it is. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in elevator with Edgeworth's memory loss due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins committed. Wow. Okay, Princess Isabel, take care. The Halo 2 premiere begins at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. The suspect's data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed. It does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins.
Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix.
Wow, you're stupid.
Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old, you stupid moron!
That's enough! I think we'll reach a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True that it is a possibility.
All right. Take care, LaFlash. Hope your doctor's appointment goes well.
However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately! Witness, tell us your name. What? This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. That's him.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Yeah, he looks now totally different with a changed voice. Not a grandpa anymore. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity, so he finally shown his true colors. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. This very court, under any circumstances.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. It was all me. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I pretended that I hear voices. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. All of it. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. And this year,
15 years later, a package arrived. It was this letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. Utterly and completely. I didn't care who had sent it. I didn't care not one bit. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Not a single one.
Wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Bon Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is
innocent in this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? You think this trial is over, but nope, it's not over. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Wow, no one. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
That's right, it's not over. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. But that means no. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Johnny Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? I know he's not the murderer, because I know better. Uh-oh, what do I do?
Objection!
Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't someone like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He is right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Johnny Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean, in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me. Your Honor.
Order! Order! This is suddenly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I am not really sure how should I deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Like I said, the Alliance versus Von Karma is the name of the episode. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned for 5 minutes.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort.
Gumshoe is not happy.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust us. Trust the Alliance. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge,
Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I say, does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take to the stand? Right now. Right now? Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Miles Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work. The DL6 incident. Let's hear him. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. Let's begin. Hope you guys listen well. He said that day that he had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Well, we can press on him if we'd like to. Hold it! What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father's lost,
and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. He said as we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Hold it! So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, no one came to help.
He said my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Hold it! What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then...
He said just then something heavy fell at my feet. Hold it! What was it?
A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The scent must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next? Tell us. He said I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi, and he said he wanted them to stop fighting. Hold it! Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So, you are saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. He said a moment later there was a single gunshot and then a scream. A scream! Like he heard a scream that so high it sounded like between a dog and a lady. Hold it! The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to it that day, so yeah, he remembered it.
Hold it!
To this day. Yes. I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. So, something heavy fell at your feet. So, a moment later, so he heard there was a single gunshot and then a scream, and then it was a terrible scream and you remembered it to this day. I'm gonna say, Vaughn, you'll find out why. I mean, I'm not saying I won't, because Okay. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream, and you remember it to this day. but why would it say the murder weapon fired 3 times bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand? That's the DL6 incident photo. A scream. But wait a minute. There was a single gunshot and then a scream? Why would he say a single gunshot? The pistol, the murder weapon, fired 3 times, bears... Still bears clear ballistic markings. The DL6... I can't remember. Was it the... I think it was the pistol or the DL6 photo. I'm kind of lost, and it's like, where do I begin? Why would it say it fired 3 times? From Edgeworth's right hand, he picked it up, but he didn't fire the weapon. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that was not it. Try again. A single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream, and I remember it to this day. No! That is not related. Wow. Okay, let me try this again. I'm gonna load. At least I save up some penalty points. Oh my gosh. A single gunshot, then a scream. It's not the DL6 bullet. Of course, that is important, but I'm not sure if it... Trapped in elevator, 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice! Oh, that one! Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I've heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. Like, completely, literally faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I say. No, Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging on that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Oh, really? All right, Smarty. All right, wise guy. Do you want to know? Victim data. Is that your answer, stupid? Oh, that's right. You think you're so smart, you're going to have the perfect record, but it's going to be on your blot. Again! Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident.
That's not true.
There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see.
You do have a point, mister. Mr. Wright, any suggestions? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? I'm gonna have to save again because it's always planning ahead of time and I don't want to botch it. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Let's see. Do I have marking? Pistol bullet found in the victim's body. The ballistic markings match the murder weapon's barrel. The second firing. Found in the victim's body. Bingo! I think. It says fired 3 times. So this has got to be it. Let's see. That's not right. Please see how we feel having a look at this evidence at time and time. Sorry. All right. That was not it. Second firing of the pistol. This one. Oh, again. Sorry. Okay. Try to load back into the other one. Oh my goodness. Why? We got proof. Unbelievable. I mean, good thing I can always go back in time. Okay. Let's see. The murder weapon fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Ooh! Let me guess. It's not the bullet. It's not the photo. It's not the file because we can't do that again. It's not the parrot. The metal detector. Oh, come on, will you? Really? Not doing any harm, my gosh. I really don't like you, John, so... the pistol, perhaps? Again, really? Last chance! Robert's autopsy report. Let's check on this. one bullet. I know I'm gonna have to no! Oh my! Okay, back to the save point. My goodness, I really do not like playing games with this judge. It's like, really? Oh wow! Let's try again. Do I have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? The lake photo, perhaps? Oh, man! I do not like you! A pistol bullet. I swear I'm trying to remember, but it's not easy. No! Oh my gosh! Alright! Why? It's not the metal detector. Oh, I think I know. I should have pointed this. I think I should have known better. Yep, I should have known better. It was the DL6 photo. That was the one that kind of threw me off. Alright, now we got it. I can't believe I was so dumb. He said, do I have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related? The photo! If I was a defense attorney, I would be flunked on that many penalties. But since then, I need to work real hard by listening really well. This one. Take that! Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of a crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue! Let's show the judge of the contradiction in this photo. Right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I say, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Master Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. What now, Von Karma?
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
the case summary that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
What?
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgewood's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Get real.
Order! I will have order!
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I won. We thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgewood.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgewood before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank, and we can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Absolutely no. We have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor. Your Honor, I object. Oh no, Mr. Wright. On what grounds do you object?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
God.
It must exist? What? Mayor? What? What did you just say? Either Mia was communicating with me, and not to mention Zatsune Miku, the Vocaloid. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it?
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet! It existed!
What? All we just heard proved that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. We're all grasping. And as your friendly neighborhood spider cop, it's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But, oh!
The murderer!
The murderer? Then tell us just who it is this murderer.
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Let's see. Hold on a second. We'll save and we will continue back. Okay, here we go. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... Oh boy. Once again, I'm gonna have to save again because... Hi, Obito! How's it going? The murderer was cautious. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Right! What? Well, of course they had to take it. The bullet would be proof. Again? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Wow. I think I made that ejection move and it was too many. Oh, you're doing great. I'm doing great so far as well if you want to get. The murderer didn't need it. Had to take it. I'm thinking too. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, could perform surgery right there. On the quality again. Okay. You know... Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, so... Woo-hoo! You just got a game called Bendy and the Ink Machine? Really? What's it about?
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yoga, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. And the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. It's about a guy traveling through a rundown building with lots of ink everywhere. Reminds me of Splatoon, you know. I can't tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Splatoon, but scary. Oh. Huh? You just thought of something really crazy, Maya? What is it? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday.
Luckily, Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
But took it because he was injured. If you guys really pay close attention of this episode, or those episodes that are involved with Manfred von Karma, he using his left arm and his left hand. He doesn't use his right. It could only mean one thing. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. Bingo! Oh, man. No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Yeah, we've got to say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Hi, Tackle Light. Welcome back. And this is a live stream, not a premiere.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Well, just to let you know, Tackle, but how you doing so far? And how is Princess Isabel?
Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have need surgery, no. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
We don't have to, because we got something to present.
It's no use. Edgeworth!
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. He didn't pull the bullet out by himself. No. The bullet is still lodged in his right shoulder. No, he couldn't have that bullet taken out. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Oh, it is possible to prove, you moron. All right, Von Karma. We'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is right here with the metal detector.
Take that!
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. It's not even possible for all these years. Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, you ready to get scanned? I'm going to run this over you and see what we can find. Ah, now you're scared, Is that the sweating of a prosecutor who doesn't like to have his perfect record being blotched? Come on, you know you want to. Your friendly neighborhood spider cop is ready to restrain you if you try to escape, yo. I refuse! You refuse? Well, refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! So silent! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. And the whole alliance.
Judge, I call this for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. I don't know, but we'll have to give it a shot. Come on. Bingo, we got it. It's reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. Because this guy's a lefty. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You! It was you!
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent.
What?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Nice try, but we got a little birthday going away present for you. Well, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. What's up, Simons? How's it going, buddy? Oh, sweet!
Without proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
Nope, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were so close. 1 day away from freedom. I now declare you as a defense attorney, Simons! Woo-hoo! But you see, the entire alliance have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Get ready, because you are about to go home in a single blowout. The DL6 bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings. Alright, take care, Kyle. Simon is going to take over as the mod. Simons, you are now in charge. Kyle needs a break because he doesn't want to have a really bad headache. Alright, Von Karma, say goodbye. This is from us and the Alliance and the ultimate Arkham universe.
What? A bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun. I hate the spam virus. Oh, Simons. You are like the Hawkeye Pierce of MASH 4077 of the TV series. Excelsior! That's right, Obito. Excelsior, Marvelites. All bullets fired from a gun are marked from that weapon's unique button. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Very much indeed. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Oh, he's going to lose it! Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma!
That scream! That scream! That horrid scream! I've heard that scream before! Wait! I know!
back to his memories. Remember your memories, Miles. That murderer is Manfred von Karma. He's not a prosecutor. He's a killer and a destroyer. Redix hair looks like Astros. That could be true. So Miles Edgeworth threw the gun away and it discharged, hit the elevator, hit Manfred von Karma. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. You monster! Mr. Von Karma! Edgeworth! You defy me! So it was you. Trying to destroy my family. You and your father are my curse! You stupid, stupid father! Save me with a penalty on my record! Dude, it's only a blot! Grow up! You are so stupid, you're whining like a child! And besides, you don't deserve being prosecutor. You should go to jail for a very long time. Your days as a prosecutor have come to an end, and you will go to prison where you will never hurt anyone ever again. You are a monster. I don't care you left a scar on your shoulder. You deserve to go to jail for committing a crime and a murder because of a stupid blot. You make me sick. You really make me sick, you sycophantic suck-up. Rest in peace in his forehead, uh-huh. Wow. Hi, Charles. I know it's kind of late, but this live stream is not over until it's over. When I say it's over, but it's not over. This killer, this murderer, this monster, Manfred von Karma, will not be the prosecuting attorney ever again. He's going straight to jail. He is going straight to the doghouse. Yes, I got doggy treats for him. Yeah, people do bad things for the dumbest reasons, like Manfred von Karma. He's kind of like the Injustice Superman. He wanted, sort of. Alright, but even if you try to be back soon, Obito, the stream may end, but if you hurry before it's ended, I hope you get back here shortly. So he went out into the hall and felt your way to the elevator, and he pressed the button and nothing happened, and then there was a noise. The discharge of the shot that Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol, and he was in pain, a horrible burning pain in his shoulder, and just then the lights came back on, the elevator door opened before my eyes. So that first shockwave was the earthquake. It was before I entered the Jim realm from the Prince of Persia, the Forgotten Sands. And that was the ultimate Arkham universe. So that's what caused it to go ballistically nuts, and I had to restore order. Wow. It was my home dimension the whole time. But I was in another dimension. So he said he saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from the lack of oxygen and deprivation. So he had, much to his surprise, a pistol lay at his feet, and he knew then it was destiny that he would kill Gregory Edgeworth. And because of that, he became a murderer, covered his tracks, became a prosecuting attorney, and he doesn't want to admit it. And guess what? He's going to jail. That is Arkham, along with Law and Order SVU. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious, and he died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job bringing into this miserable charade. Now, end it!
But you are going to jail because you will not be prosecuting anybody anymore. You will be stripped as the word prosecutor, going to prison wearing an orange jumpsuit, and be locked away for the rest of your life.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are innocent. You are innocent, truly innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor. The worst, yep, the worst is he raised his son. Monster. Yeah, that is crazy. I believe you guys are right. Uh-huh. The monster was none other than Manfred von Karma. Going to jail, orange jumpsuit, prison bars for the rest of his life, and without parole.
Now, are you guys ready to hear this one more time? This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not guilty! He's free! That is all. This court is adjourned and case is closed!
Woo-hoo-hoo! He is free! December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. We've done it. Manfred von Karma is going to jail. He will no longer be prosecuting anybody, and he will be wearing an orange jumpsuit. He will go through jail for the rest of his life without parole. Oh, his face looks really pale. He is completely crushed, Maya. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. Oh, man. Miles? So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah? I'm not sure how to say about this, but I see. Thank you, Wright. Thank you very much indeed. You're welcome. What? Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing, you know. What do you mean? Like a quick hug, a double tap hug, bro, or something? She's got you there. Yeah, he left his mark. Oh my. Shelly the Killer. I remember that guy. It was... The trial was crazy. That Justice for All. Uh-huh. That's gonna be... That's gonna be our next series of that episode, but we got like one more episode, and it's that... The chief prosecutor. Or the main chief. Woo-hoo-hoo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? I see. Let's see. How would a British actor or a British voice would sound like, say, whoop? I don't know. Let's see. Whoop. I feel foolish. I don't know how to do this. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edge with this. Unguarded. It's Lot of Heart again. Oh, thank you. Okay, I don't know how would a British voice would sound like a Southern accent. Okay, this is insane. Oh my goodness, let me try. Oh, thank you all very much. I don't. Okay, I'd like to see you guys say that in the comment section with a British accent with a Southern accent combined. Oh, y'all, I want to kiss my Oh, I tried the British accent well when I played Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, which I did the playlist, which is a part of my Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. And I'm not a redneck Marine or a redneck Jedi, y'all. I'm from the South. And now hippity yabba! Woo! You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? I'm Larry the Cable Guy, y'all. You're good. That's kind of that worst. Larry the Cable Guy voice imitator. I tried that on my Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 DLC. You're pretty quick giving up a photographer, huh? That's too bad. That would be Larry Butts. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris, Nick. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Does this remind me about the first trial when you see that coming? You, Edgy, here you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Henry Potts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. Yeah, he goes after every woman. He's like Peter Venkman. And, he just can't let it go. Oh, by the way, Larry Butts, L'chaim from the Ghostbusters. When he says treat, does that not police talk or prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money on it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. I think I know the 38 bucks. Larry Butts stole it. $38 exactly? Yep, that's right. That was Larry. 38! No! No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? Well, that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Larry, you are a thief. By the way, you should be arrested for a crime in detention. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Alright, say it with me. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is a sure they're gonna expect you to be there. It's Edgeworth! You should have told me! I say so, yes. There you have it! Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of you two did! Well, you have always been something an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, you get worked up too easily too, did you? Death! The death sentence for both of you, you imbeciles! Man, if I had known I'd become a prosecutor! The same goes for me. Only the other way around, though. I'm kind of in a funny way, if you might expect that. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Take a photo? And after that, dinner's on me! Selfie! Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright and Company Law Offices. Ooh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? It says... This is Maya's words. It made you think about what you're doing here? A spirit medium in training. You wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too, and you wanted to help me and the Alliance? I understand, Maya. She left. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains from the mountains have already left to the station. She's gone. I guess I'm too late. Wait a minute, Maya's here. Maya! Come on, girls, so you're leaving? I know, Charles. It's sad to see Maya leave.
Hold it!
Hold it! Wait! I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial, I've heard her. I heard Mia's voice. And Satsude Miku's all of a sudden like blinking. Yes, only her voice, but still. Oh, it's still going on. When I say it's over, I say it's over, but it's not over. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Are you kidding, Maya? But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Well, Phoenix and Maya do belong together. Where does that lead me as Spider Cop? Where does that lead me? Of course, there's a Dark Alliance, and then the Alliance members of Japanese anime crossover females. Then the others I could think of. Oh, at least, how are you feeling right now, Princess Isabel? Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Do I have the trilogy that has the other two games? Of course, Charles. This is the trilogy we're talking about. We're playing the first, the second will be next soon, and the third will be the next. Which is why I'm doing a live stream instead of a Let's Play series, instead of a premieres, you know. Show Maya evidence that you... That's right! All on the PS4! Oh, this one. Let's see. Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. To all of us. Thanks, Maya. We couldn't have done it without you. Huh? Okay. We'll all be waiting. I don't know about that. Better get to your train before it leaves you behind. See you soon, Maya. What a perfect way to see Maya to go on a send-off. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was and become an ace. Or should I say, we're all going to become ace attorneys. And now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. I'm pretty sure this is not the last episode because there was one episode that has nothing to do with Maya, if you want to know. Oh boy. Like I said, I say it's over until it's over, but it's not over just yet. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Like, woo, woo, come shoo! Woo! I'm a British man! Yeah, the extra episode. We're gonna do that in our next live stream series in Thursday. We're gonna do that on Thursday. Oh boy, she's in. Larry, you gotta take it from me. I'm a ladies' man, but I don't try to treat everybody like less than you or fuller than you. I keep myself cool. Winston Payne, huh? So, okay. There is going to be a premiere of Halo 2. Starts at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And I'm about less than an hour away, so I'm not in a hurry, but until it's 7 p.m., then I am. Oh my goodness. All the casting people from those who are trying to see me. There's Mr. Grossberg. Fresh scent of fresh lemon. Masakazu Sugimori. Music is fantastic. Here's old Windbag. No, he's not an actor. Oh, please don't talk so fast. I can't keep it up. Why? Why? I'm pleased to announce that the princess is ahead, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh, the humanity. I read the reviews like Peter Venkman. Well, guess what? Misty Vasquez is not producing Global Studios anymore. She's in jail. She's not producing Global Studios ever again. Because of blackmail. There's Cody. Oh, come on. You snuck into the studio the other day? You saw? Wow. I guess that ruined your childhood dream, Cody. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm the lawyer guy. Was a ghost? You sure there was a ghost behind us? Because I can never tell. Oh my. Wow. And there's the... Oh, yeah. Funny. Come on. Well done, Capcom, but not yet. because we got an extra episode. A brand new episode has been added. Rising from the ashes. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Seems I cannot skip it, but I'll wait. I'll wait until it's over. Wow. That is not a good way to start off from the ending, and then you go to the beginning. Okay, now we can go back. Alright, so what do you guys think of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney of the first? Yes, I'm doing all the games of the trilogy. When I'm doing all the games of the trilogy, I will do all the games of the trilogy. Do you guys like it or hate it? I mean, mash that like button or share this video if you guys love this. Oh, Simon says it's cool. And about less than 45 minutes away, Halo 2 begins at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Only 2 episodes remain of Halo 2. The one once again as the Master Chief, and the other one, the final episode, will be airing tomorrow on Wednesday as the Arbiter. And it's going to be very, very shocking for everybody to find out what are these Halo's rings are for a purpose. And it's going to blow your mind for those who wanted to see the last 2 episodes. And Halo, and this Halo series, is a part of the Ultimate Arkham universe, which is the alternate storyline as me as the Master Chief, and my main storyline, which is the Geno doll, as me from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. So yeah, will these two timelines of reality will be one and the same, like the New 52? Which, you know, like the New 52 universe is born. Yay. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to eat dinner and then coming back to the premiere. So remember, catch Halo 2 at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. And this is a good stopping point from here on out. And don't you worry, we're going to start off episode 5, or should I say part 11. Rise from the ashes. We'll begin the investigation if you want to know. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me what is your favorite episode, or what Arkham Twin Days episode, since I am the creator of Arkham Twin Days, while K-Wing has Arkham Wednesdays, of course. I created Arkham Twin Days in Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you want to know. So yeah. This is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop and Master Chief, and celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the entire month of October. Oh yes, and by the way, Hyrule Warriors is going to start Thursday. That's the new Let's Play series, Hyrule Warriors, on the Nintendo Switch, the Wii U, and the Nintendo 3DS. Hyrule Warriors, people. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. and see you guys next time for more of Arkham to Win Days. The Alliance have won this battle. Nothing can stop us because the truth will always be on our side. See ya!